was difficult kind of thing? Well, I'll just answer the question honestly. I have a very vivid memory in London. Some of you, most of you look pretty young, but a few of you are probably old enough to remember in the late 1990s, there was a really terrible financial collapse also. We called it the Asian flu. Many of the currencies in Asia really bottomed out. There was a big problem with a hedge fund. Anyway, the bottom line is there was a big but short financial collapse, and it affected every institution. And I remember in London, in those days, on one morning, we let 300 people, at least 300 people go in one morning at JP Morgan, you know, probably more. And, well, from a business perspective, I couldn't argue with the, in fact, I probably also was part of making this decision. So from a business, intellectually, I could understand and explain why we did it. But very honestly, I went home that night, and it was a terrible feeling, you know. And I also felt, you know, they should have fired us, who were running the place, not these poor people, you know. Yeah, so that was a very difficult thing. And I think if we wanna make it a more general point, I think in management, often you really make really difficult choices that affect other people's lives. And I don't think the decision we made was wrong from a business perspective. And the people who lost their jobs, by and large, they understood the rules of the game. You know, it's a well-paying business. They joined that business understanding that part of the reason they got paid a lot of money is that these kinds of things happen. But having said all that, you know, personally, even though you may feel you can justify and explain exactly why it's the right decision, I think if you're a human being, sometimes you really feel terrible about some of the decisions you have to make.